natural things to illustrate the spiritual in ways we can understand. And when we see the Sabbath day rest, God worked the 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. And he established the Sabbath for Israel, where they would rest from their physical labor. And in our society today, rest is at a premium. We don't seem to be able to stop the accelerated life we have. If you're only doing one thing at one time, people think you're a slacker. You got to be doing 2 or 3 things, and that's why people are texting and driving at the same time. And I ain't going to preach on that this morning. But this is not how God designed us to be physically, and it's not how he designed us to be spiritually. And so we have that illustration of the physical rest, but there is another rest. There is a spiritual rest that God has ordained for us to enter into. And it's based on what Jesus accomplished on the cross. And it's based on standing in his presence. And I'm not going to preach your sermon, but I am going to say that we have got to tune the world out. And we have to learn that as Christians, there's a time to only be doing one thing. One thing only. The God of the universe that created everything, that has ordained it all, is present in this place today. We have to stop all the rest of the stuff that means nothing and enter into his presence and enter into that spiritual rest that has to do with faith and confidence in him, in who he is and what he's done, and that we are safe in his presence. We are sanctified in his presence. We are lifted up in our spirits and refreshed, because we, just like you can't go on without physical rest, eventually you'll crash and burn. You cannot go on without spiritual rest, or you will crash and burn. So as we continue in our worship this morning and in the message, I invite you to stand with us if you're able to, and be conscious of the presence of God in the universe that is here. And we are here to worship him and enter into that rest that he's provided for us. Amen.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.